Happy Friday, everybody. We made it. One more week. This has been interesting. I have to say, I wasn't sure how I was going to take to the every other day. It's a little weird. It's a little strange. I think it's because I've been so used to it being one way that now I'm like, I think we've both caught each other at times where we're like, oh, it's almost 7 o'clock. We've got to,
Just kidding.
we don't have a thing. We just spend the evening hanging out. Melissa is here. She is first.
Most of
Congratulations.
the days we've been hanging out watching hockey, but that's not a thing anymore.
That isn't. This is going to be ironic that we've pared down so we made sure that we had time for hockey, and now there's no hockey.
I'm just gonna make you play video games a lot.
Caitlin, a streamer of video games. You can catch her over here. Look, Princess Fussy Pants on Twitch. So go follow her. Why wouldn't you? She's lovely. And then you can actually her on her own channel.
Yes. Great.
Yeah, you'll be
Well,
like,
actually, Caitlin, if you didn't suck at this video game so much,
I wouldn't have done that color on the walls. I'll be honest. I don't know why you chose that. All right, we have a quiet start. Why is that? Fascinating. Well, let's go and check out, make sure everything's running okay. Melissa has joined us. Hello, Melissa. Yeah, look, we've gone live over there on Facebook. So, not sure. I guess we'll just find out. Let's see. Oh, hush my mouth right there. I don't need any of that. None of your lip, I tell you. All right, Trey is here now. Hey.
Hi, Trey.
Let me remove us from here, and we'll go over to the Zoom because we do have somebody there. Oh, who's just left? Ah, we have a room. We have an empty room with no one there. Hello, Melissa.
Hello, how are you?
Doing well. How are you? How was your week?
Not too bad. Just finished up our office happy hour, virtual happy hour. So I'm like, I might as well just stay on Zoom.
Yeah.
just be a Zoomer forever.
Nice. When you do a happy hour for work, do you still drink while at the happy hour?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We do
Everybody
it our
brings a beer or something just while we chat.
Gotcha. So it's really just a work meeting, but with beer.
We try not to talk about too much work stuff, but
But happy hours, you talk about work stuff all of the time.
yeah.
yeah.
You go to a bar that isn't your office, you drink, and you go, oh man, Steve is terrible, right? And then they're like, yeah, Steve's horrible. Thank God he's not. Is Steve here? No, yeah, he's terrible. And now you're like on the Zoom call, and you're like, oh, Steve's terrible, right? Yeah, no, Steve's horrible. Steve is joining.
Hey, Steve.
That's really understandable. He's in a difficult situation, I think. It's awkward. Well, good. I'm glad that you are you're an ocean educator. Is that what it is officially? I like it.
Formal education, obviously, not in school.
Yeah. That's pretty cool though. You're out there teaching oceans so that they learn how to grow up and be adult oceans. Do you start with a pond? Is it like they come in as little puddles and you're like, you can do it. And then you teach them and they're like, oh, look at me. I'm a larger puddle. And then it's like, I'm a pond. And then I'm like a lake.
I will say high school kids range from everything when you look at them and you're like, are you sure you're not in elementary school? You're so tiny to like, I think you're a full grown adult in college.
Are you allowed in this building?
Yeah. Every year I feel bad because sometimes I'm like, I have to be very careful that I don't talk to a kid and be like, oh, and whose little brother are you? Oh, you're the competitor? Sorry.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Well, excellent. We've got a couple of people who have joined on. It is a quiet Friday for all of the people who said we must absolutely
Fridays are a must, is
Is-
what I heard.
Yeah, I heard. Oh, we gotta have Fridays. If
How
we don't have
dare
Fridays,
you take away our Fridays, Keith?
It
That's
would
what
be-
they said.
it'll be terrible, and the world will end. And we have Trey and Melissa who have joined us. This might be the quietest.
Not
of-
that you're not lovely.
we'll just do a private show just for Trey. That sounds bad. Maybe I shouldn't.
You
have said
shouldn't say it like that.
No, you don't think so?
No,
But it would just be for like their eyes only. Is that?
that's not the thing you're supposed
That's
to
not
say.
better? All right. What if instead of trivia we did dancing, private dancing? Is that
Private dancing?
Yeah, like I'd be Melissa's private dancer.
Mood lighting.
That's true. We've got that going. Nico's here. That's good. All right, yeah, we'll definitely resend the link.
Setting up a kitten cam.
We've got a
it.
kitten cam in place. This is good. Oh my goodness.
How is the ocean blue for you? Is it good?
What is your favorite fact about the ocean? Favorite.
Ahoy.
Hey, how's it
Ahoy,
going,
ahoy.
Greg? How's your week been?
Long.
Probably not any longer than anyone else's, just technically speaking.
I could argue otherwise.
Well, I guess it depends on how fast you're going,
Truth.
right? Because
I'm just getting back into the swing of things with work. So
because what is it? If there's like it's like a high amount of gravity, it slows down time. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
That sounds right.
Because the clock on the ISS is a little bit slower than the clock on Earth. Is that how that one works?
No, that would be if there's less gravity, it slows down time. So the
Oh, right.
ISS clock would be faster.
A little faster.
Yeah.
Sorry. Is that correct? There's an experiment where they did this. I know that.
Right. I think the ISS
Yeah.
clock is faster.
Okay.
yes.
So there you go. So you might have just been in a lower, you've been in a higher gravity week,
We've lost Nico.
and so it's
Sure.
gone longer for you.
A higher gravity.
I'll accept
week.
that.
Yeah. No, I mean that's in terms of like relativity and stuff. That's absolute, right?
That's the thing.
I think we're all in agreement. I was watching a YouTube video where I think it was a physicist of some sort, somebody incredibly smart. Let's put it that way. Somebody incredibly smart. They have this one of the entertainment Wired or something does a thing where they take someone incredibly smart and then they have them describe something at 5 different levels. It's really fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so there,
Those are awesome.
there's one about gravity. And so it starts with like elementary school. It's like an 8-year-old, right? And it's like, do you know what gravity is? And the kid's like, well, I would float away without it. And
Right.
the lady's like,
It's the
yeah,
thing astronauts don't have.
right. And so it goes,
They do.
yeah, they do.
Yeah, but an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
I watched their video on blockchain and I still have no idea what the hell blockchain is.
Aw, Craig.
So you were,
I am not smarter than a 5th grader.
so even at the first level, the elementary level, you're like, lost me, I'm out.
Look it.
But yeah, for those videos, if you haven't watched those videos, those are a roller coaster ride of intelligence, right? Because she starts off by talking to this young 8-year-old girl and says, "Hey, are you interested in science?" And so basically, like, you know, it's some when things are bigger, they draw you towards them. So you're drawn to the Earth because it's very big, and actually, the Earth is drawn a little bit to you as well, but you're so small that it doesn't really affect the Earth in any way. And the kid was like on it, right? I was pretty impressed. And then it went to like high school, and a high schooler, like it got, a little more involved, and it was, essentially she started getting into like relativity, the idea that like, if 2 people are traveling, like that, there's no idea of like, absolute
the twin
motion.
experiment with the rocket at the speed of light.
Sort of.
They
She
cover that.
she described it as like, if you're standing here, right, once you've accelerated to a certain like speed and you're at that speed, you no longer feel like you're moving, right? Except for like noises and like air pushing against you and things like that. But like you don't feel 200 miles an hour. You feel accelerating up to 200 miles an hour. So the difference between you being in a completely black box with no outside, interference at all, going 1,000 miles an hour and going 2,000 miles an hour is negligible. You can't tell the difference between going 2,000 miles an hour and standing still if you don't have any other reference points. And so if you are sitting there and you're like looking around, you're like, yeah, no, I'm totally sitting still. I'm standing still. And then somebody zooms past you at 2,000 miles an hour. You go, oh, look at that person just booking it, right? But that person's like, look at Keith booking it at 2,000 miles an hour, because you're both moving relative to each other, and each of you sees yourself as the point of reference, right? The spot that's not moving while everything else does. And then she segued into, well, now a flash of light comes along and you measure how fast it's going. And one of you measured it at the speed of light. And then the other one, which is going faster, right, that's traveling faster, measures it. And it's also the speed of light. And so that's relativity, because relative to you, it's still going the speed of light. And that's fine. And then it got like into space time, and you're like, all right, cool.
The kind of nerding out I come here for.
Yeah. And so then you're like, cool. All right, space time. That's great. That seems pretty reasonable,
That's
right?
the shit he Googles at night. Neither of
The
us.
person that watches the Umbrella Academy and you realize there's all this like mind traveling or time traveling happening, you're like, no, this is not. Nope. Show for
I
me.
haven't started
Science
season
is
2
wrong.
yet, so no spoilers.
No spoilers, but you know they travel through time.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where you're like, nope, this is bad science for the show for me. If you're one of those people, don't watch it. But if you're not one of those people, well, you like Doctor Who, so you can probably get over it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after I read Ender's Game, like, the rabbit hole that I went down with the science and the, what was it called? Ansible or something like that?
Yeah, but the book was way better than the movie.
Oh, God, yeah.
The movie was an offensive tragedy.
Yikes, Nico.
For what it was, I actually really enjoyed it.
Well, I enjoyed it.
They left out so much of it, but they didn't hint that the things they left out were there.
That's a good point. That is a good point. But I think I just read the book and then I watched the movie and I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this abomination?
So I think with a bunch of intelligent people, you followed along with relativity. There was space time where that's actually like, imagine
Wibbly wobbly.
Earth sitting in, on a sheet, and everything kind of goes towards Earth because it's actually curved, right? Like space time is curved by gravity, and that's why things fall towards things. It's not necessarily this weird thing, and then it weird, like it's not this force that happens from a distance and is like mind control or something. It's actually that space-time is warped, right? And so then it talks about, well, it's not just like space-time, it's actually like a field that's everywhere at all times, right? And then it gets to another expert, and that's when like you're like, no, I could probably understand most of this. And then the expert starts talking to the expert, and you're like, what is happening right now? And they're no longer like, the expert that was running the show is no longer like, let me explain gravity to you. But the two of them are like, what did you do Tuesday? And they're like, and they start just talking shop. And the talking shop is like, so, how horrified are you that Hawking mathematically determined that black holes are losing data through by expelling energy, meaning that there's a finite amount of the universe that will eventually be eaten up and not exist anymore? And you're like, What? Wait, hold on. Like it doesn't go anywhere. It
Come
just
again?
stops. And they're like, huh? And then the fact that there's enough of that at some point means that there's some boundary. Because right now, microchips have already started to hit this boundary when it comes to the uncertainty principle, where like better and better microchips are now starting to fail because the electron isn't there. The one they were expecting to be there isn't because
Yeah, Moore's law is kind of petering out.
yeah. And so there's a whole new like theory out there that is actually like more provable than relativity. I don't know if you've followed along with this at all, but it is the
Not-
quantum gravity. And quantum gravity is really fascinating because it basically means like everything, we were always taught like, well, there's a fourth dimension and that's like, and then that splits out and there might be like different versions of our Earth and everything. Their take is like basically existence is right now in a superposition. And so every moment of everything that you observe at any moment is a superposition until the moment it happens. So it's basically like it's the what is Schrodinger's cat kind of take.
Just for the record,
Yeah.
Keith and I are both pretty ADD.
Yeah.
And when we attempt to do things like watch television, we also have to be doing something else at the same time. So I fiddle about, I read Reddit, I play mindless games. He does this shit.
Mm-hmm. So here's the best part. So all the math, so all the quantum like gravity stuff is actually mathematically better proven than relativity. Like they run into each other quite a bit and like relativity loses because quantum gravity is predicts things better. So it is considered a better model right now. And if you
I think we all know what rabbit hole I'm falling down tonight.
yeah. And if you take this on and they've never observed the Hawking radiation yet, but if they do, then there's apparently one extra step, which is by the way that works and etc. is like that essentially the entire universe is actually only 2 dimensions. Everything else is just made up. It's basically a hologram.
Well, there is. Why can't I remember who did it? One of those famous YouTube smart people did a whole video on like a half-hour video on the universe being a hologram.
Yeah, that's what this is.
And how that translates with black holes.
Yeah, that's it.
And
That's the piece. Yeah.
And the information, going into the black hole,
Awake now.
then existing on the surface of it,
Mm-hmm.
and using that as the analogy to the hologram, which is like,
Yeah. And the problem is that there's no surface to a black hole because it's not actually a thing. It's more of just a place. And you couldn't even tell where the event horizon is because same uncertainty principles. So essentially where that edge is kind of there-ish.
you'll never know.
Yeah. So yeah. Rishi.
I think we've lost Nico.
Yeah, Rishi has joined us. Hi,
Hi,
Rishi.
Rishi.
Unfortunately, I don't know that we've got enough people to do the show tonight after
So
all of
weird.
that.
So
Hmm.
weird.
So weird.
Yes.
Why
We
is
don't have
that?
enough people on Friday. Everyone should know this was coming.
Right. I know.
Where is everybody?
So that's the show.
I'm seeing 12 people in the users.
So you're
Yes,
seeing,
but we only actually have 9 people now that Emily has joined.
yeah, I'm in 2 things. So.
You should take yourself
good.
off mute before you talk.
Patrick, we're both here. That's 10 people.
Yes, but it is also 7:18.
And we're
Come
both
on.
wearing another wasted hour shirts. We're matching.
I
Yeah,
know.
I had to put my shirt on. Hold on.
Why?
I just wore mine for 2 days, so it's
well,
in the laundry.
it just kind of happened. I worked out like a beast this morning, and I wanted to
Nice.
get into something comfortable. And I was also going over to do clinical interviews on a friend of mine's kids. to see where they are math wise, and I wanted a shirt that fits me, and I don't have many of them, and this is one of them.
Yay! I'm glad that we can make that a better thing for
We're
you.
glad you're twinning.
Yeah.
I will say this, Keith and Caitlin. I was not forewarned about this disc golf being hard.
It's not hard.
It is so hard.
It
No.
is hard.
I bought a portable net thing that you could throw your discs into, and
Yeah.
I can't get near it. I mean, I am literally 100 yards from the thing, and it just they just go everywhere. If I throw them upside down,
No, if it had arms, it would catch it.
it would
Well,
catch
the
it every
thing,
time.
the thing
Just
about
keep
disc
it.
golf is it makes you think it's not hard because you don't have to walk as far after your shit when you fuck it up.
Yeah.
When you hit a golf ball,
Very
you
far.
gotta walk like 100 yards to get your shit.
I'm walking very far.
Right. But here's also the guy that his face looks like the Twitch emoji.
Oh yeah. Hey, welcome back.
So yeah, so I have to turn the frisbee upside down, and then it goes where I want it to go. But you're not supposed to throw it upside down. I'm like that guy that holds the bowling ball like this and throws it between his legs. I'm like, all right, well, I guess.
I mean, what works for you, right?
Yeah, whatever works, man.
I mean, I just watched like at least an hour and a half worth of beginners disc golf.
Trey throws it like this.
Yeah,
Instead
sometimes you
of
can
like
throw
this.
it overhand.
Like that. And I've never, and actually, like, I have never played disc golf with Trey.
Yeah.
But I've played disc golf with one of our, like, I don't know if Aaron was actually a mutual friend. It's just somebody else I dated in high school who also does
guys
the
are so
disc
cute.
I've never
method.
played disc golf, but it
I
looks
didn't date
awesome.
Trey. Let me put that out there. Trey was the only one in our friend group, in that small friend group, that I didn't date.
Wow.
Kinda sad.
Sorry,
Trey, what did you do?
No,
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Trey, is Trey actually on this call?
Yes.
Hey Trey, are you gonna be mad at me if I tell the story of my locker?
Oh,
And I'm
Trey.
on Facebook right now, so you got to tell me what he says.
All right, Trey. What is this about the locker?
Now I got to
And
get on
Septic's
that.
here,
then.
Yeah,
too.
you
We
can't just
definitely
give us a
have
lead
more
in
than
like
that.
that.
No.
Talk to Trey, I'm not gonna put his whole business out there.
Wait, does no mean he doesn't mind? I think that's what you asked. Does he mind, right?
Yeah.
She said, "Are you going to be mad?" And he said, "No."
No. Okay. So
Trey was really sweet and like somehow figured out the combination of my locker and used to leave mixtapes in there.
Oh, that's nice.
And the mixtapes were awesome. Like every single track was
Are we talking about
awesome.
cassette?
wait, why didn't you date this dude?
I don't know because the other two assholes in our friend group were complete douchebags. Like
Right.
douchebags. One actually got his wife because he stalked her on campus, and the other one just like murderously divorced his wife because he slept with one of his students. And the one that with the so Dan, which was the guy who was a stalker.
Names
Peach-
have been changed to protect the
No,
innocent.
they're not. Dan actually
Allegedly.
started dating Ross. Dan tried to run him over with his car in front of my house when we were all hanging out, and then came by my house at 3 a.m. and stuck a rose in the screen of my window, in my bedroom window. Like, that's not fucking batshit crazy or something. Like,
Mhm.
the only person in our friend group who was even sane was Trey. And he was the sweetest goddamn guy in the world. Left me these really awesome mixtapes, and they were all great songs. And like, one of my greatest regrets is completely ignoring. He was the guy that you see in all those movies as like the good guy that is like in the wings.
You mean
You
friend
know,
zone?
That guy
Yeah,
friend
right.
zone, basically. He's the friend zone guy.
He's
But
the
like,
guy to survive.
Ladies, look, I'll make a deal with you. All right, ladies, here's the deal. As I meet young boys in the world, I will explain to them that it is wrong and terrible to assault and rape people. Right? I will let them know this consent thing's pretty darn important. But I'm gonna need your help on this, ladies. I need you to go to all of the young girls of the world and say, hey, when a nice guy is like super great to you, like you
That's
should
the
pay.
guy.
That's the one. Pay attention to that one. Because the one that's like exciting and the one that like has a motorcycle and the one that plays with knives, that's not the one.
the sad thing about it is that all of the guys in our friend groups were super nerds with no social skills. It's like I wasn't like, so I picked of the three nerds with no social skills. I was one of those nerds with no social skills.
Yeah.
I picked two of the guys who were douchebags, and then Trey was the goddamn diamond in the rough
Mhm.
that I missed out on. Like, I mean, he would have been like, I would have been far less of an angsty, like, grown up if I had actually dated Trey in high school rather than the other two guys I was with.
You hear that, Trey? It's your fault.
Oh, that's not Trey's fault. He did his best.
I'm just saying though, like I don't know what it is, but there is a radar or something, like a subconscious thing that happens, like where
It's the adrenaline.
No, but the thing is that douchebag guys are just way more manipulative.
sure maybe
They play on your shit and they get you invested and they do all that. And like Trey was very, very comfortable sitting, like walking to me to and from my locker and to my classes every day and like leaving really cute mixtapes. And like he took the bus to and from school to meet with me every day and we played cards together. And he was just like a generally nice guy.
yeah.
And like, I don't know how I missed it for the life of me. He was probably the best guy I ever knew in high school, even most of college, save my husband. But like, I completely missed out on what could have been a really great adolescent relationship by completely just missing out on Trey.
Ladies out there, if you're single, Trey
Trey is the guy.
is single right now. I'm just saying.
He's a solid, good guy.
Yeah, if anybody is looking.
Really, really legitimate. Like, he would be the best boyfriend you'd ever have.
He's got a bit of a problem with a leaky ceiling, but I
Yeah,
think he can work around it.
his ceiling's terrible. He bike rides more than you do, so you're gonna have to step your game up, whoever you are. I'm just saying.
Whoever the hell you are.
But I've known him for a while.
Hard.
Hard.
Leaky ceiling sounds like code.
Nope. It's an actual, literal
Sounds like it
leaky
needs an
ceiling.
ointment.
I would argue.
He just his ceiling keeps leaking. It sucks.
I would argue it's not to code, honestly.
Pat has something to add in the Trey conversation.
Wait, is Trey in DC
Yeah.
Well, Reston,
and single?
Yeah. Just saying.
Really?
Hmm.
Nico, I'm very confused.
Oh, not for me.
Oh, okay.
Look, I have a long list of single lady friends.
Yeah, he's an Ashburn.
List.
All right. Well, we've got the man. I mean, look at it.
That's the guy.
I've known him for a while. Hardly any knives. Okay. Definitely no motorcycles.
No motorcycles.
Not a single motorcycle. Fewer motorcycles than knives, probably.
Not a drunk, but has good taste in liquor. Not a druggie. Like, has a really awesome job. Like, does the thing. Is a nice guy.
Hmm.
Shows
Trey's
up
very
when
happy
things
he's
matter.
not on the video cam right now.
He is.
Yeah.
He
Trey,
is.
you need to show up on the video camera. I haven't seen you since my Halloween party.
I'm sitting right here.
You know what?
He's like, I am married to you. You've never said these nice things about me.
Trey's a better guy than you.
Oh.
Can't say that he's not.
She's not wrong.
All right, so there you have it.
Trey has my endorsement too.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to these questions.
For a fact, I just want to let everyone know, Trey has either never murdered anyone or never told anyone about it, and that's pretty equal in my book.
We will never hear about the perfect crime.
Right.
Well, and the thing is that like Trey being a good guy is why you met Trey.
Because Trey drove you to a show.
I go to this concert
Hmm.
and like, but I don't want to drive.
There you go.
And so Trey drove me to your concert, and we all met.
We're changing this entire show. We're not going to do trivia anymore. We're just going to hook up Trey.
This is really the dating game at this point.
That's
Yeah.
what it means to like he's the best guy ever.
Yeah, see, look at this.
I've known him since I was 12.
Wow.
I still think he's the best guy ever.
All right, this a ringing endorsement, Nico. Nico
All right.
apparently has a long line of single women, and we have the best guy ever. Just putting that out there. After this pandemic,
Trey's like to find someone who is at least on par with his fitness level.
right?
We should probably double check with Trey that he consents to Nico
Nope.
finding him single lady.
No,
No, how Trey has not.
I am a very
mentioned
good
the
Indian
goddamn thing.
matchmaker. I could just switch it up.
Yeah.
I love how Trey has not said a single word during this conversation. Like,
Well, Trey's leaving.
pissed at me or he's embarrassed.
No, he's
Yeah.
laughing,
Yeah.
Ugh.
but
Um,
he's leaving now.
Unless Trey would like,
Oh my God, really?
yeah, he's got to go do his bike ride. He's bike riding.
Well, you got to schedule those bike rides earlier in the morning. I'm just saying, I miss it.
Well, Trey, all I'm saying is there's a really cool Philly bike ride that I didn't get to do last year, but I really wanted to. I had signed up for it and then wasn't able to do it.
And
You
Trey,
ride from Philly to somewhere else and you camp and then you keep biking and then you go back. It's super fun.
we didn't mean to presume. If you would like a nice single man, we will also make that happen.
We'll get
Yeah,
you a
that's
nice
right.
single
I wasn't
unicorn
sure.
if you want.
Yeah, we will.
Everyone said he's, she, so I was assuming those were the pronouns.
Yeah, I thought about it, and I have no idea offhand. So
I've
Either
never
way.
known Trey to date anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
so we're supporting it
Maybe
either
makes me
way.
a bad friend.
Or if he never wants to date anyone, I'm also in on that.
fine.
Yeah, but we'll make it happen one way or another. If
And
he just wants,
honestly, probably the right decision.
right.
Yeah, because like women just fuck up good men like Trey. Like, I mean,
So do men.
women are awful.
So do men.
Men are pretty awful too.
Yeah, I will throw out there that the forever alone lifestyle is pretty good.
Yeah.
Craig would know.
hmm
Yep.
I tried with them for a while. They are awful.
Like
Doctor
I
Who
can just
onesie.
imagine, like Trey is such a good, like good guys get destroyed by women. Just like he's such a good guy.
Mm. All right. Are we going to do questions? It's up to you. Do we do the Wheel of Fate? What do we do? What do we do?
Oh, we should do the Wheel of Fate.
There were not enough
I really
people
missed the Wheel of
at
Fate.
7:10.
And
We
now
know
there's not
that.
going to be enough people because Trey's leaving.
Oh, okay. So let's find out. So
Well,
we're
does
leaving.
Mook count? I mean, Mook's here.
Maybe. But you guys weren't here at 7:10.
Well, and then we should just do happy hour, and then
So Wheel of Fate, we're going to do it the right way. The Wheel of Fate will let us know if we're going to continue with trivia or we're going to drop off this stream because we need at least 10 people here
Damn it.
to do it
Respect our
Technically-
boundaries.
right now. Septic has put Craig as bachelor number 2. If you press number 2, Craig is available.
I just saw that.
Trey is, you press 1 for Trey and 2 for Craig. All right. Wheel of Fate. Here it
Trey-
is.
That means Trey needs his own currency now.
oh yeah.
All right.
I mean, Ian already has tokens, so that's kind of weird. So like tickets, Trey tickets.
Trey tickets.
Yeah.
It's
Ticket
like
to
a
ride.
raffle.
Yeah.
To get the right ticket.
To get on the Trey train.
Get on the Trey train. You're gonna need your ticket.
All right, Wheel of Fate. Let us know if we should continue this show or not. Are we asking questions or are we not? Here we go. Oh, this is a lot. We're putting a lot on the Wheel of Fate. I just feel. Not today, folks. No, unfortunately, we are going to sign off. We will be back doing a Free for All Friday 2 weeks from now. Not next week, but the week after that. So if you want to join us, we need at least 10 folks. So please come hang out with us. We will be back on Sunday. To finish up this particular season.
There will be a winner.
There'll be a winner because everybody can win again. I haven't seen a lot of other talking on the group. So if anybody has some last minute conversation they want to make about this round robin idea, please jump in. We've got a couple of different opinions and we'd love more.
Well, I
Yeah.
was going to ask real quick, since there's only going to be one free-for-all Friday every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Zoom on Saturdays as well?
Oh God, that would be great.
So there's at least one Zoom.
I mean, you don't have
Yes,
to
we
be
need
there,
several weeks.
Caitlin. Just leave it open.
We don't have to be here.
I mean, I can even send you my Zoom information, so it doesn't even have to be on your Zoom.
Oh, no, it's fine on mine. I have the professional one, so it lasts
So
forever.
do I. I mean, I actually teach on it for a fucking living. So
Okay.
apparently, this is what I do now: is teach on Zoom.
So somebody catch me up on the rules. So it's every other Friday we see each other.
Every other day is a show.
And there's a show tomorrow on Saturday?
No. Sunday.
Sunday.
Last Sunday will be the last show of this season. So there's
Okay.
been 4 shows as of that point. whoever has the most points, we will be sending a prize.
And Septic
No.
says he might be able to jump on a Saturday.
Well, there you have it. Okay.
Oh, okay. So
Can
then,
we-
and then next, instead of the Friday show, we'll have a Saturday show next week.
Correct. Yeah. Next
Yeah.
week. So this week it started Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and then it'll be
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
And then whoever won the first week, we're going to send a prize to. It won't be a t-shirt. It'll be some other random, fun, ridiculous thing. And then what we're thinking is the next week, the person who won the first week will send that person a prize.
I am.
I am
all
so
up.
excited to send out a prize. Are we doing, like, if you win, then I have to send that person a prize?
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this. I want to send people prizes.
Okay.
I know, I do too. I've got so many cool things to send.
Like,
There you
I'm
go.
getting more motivated to win just to send somebody your prize.
Yeah, I honestly haven't cared about answering in weeks.
And it's gonna be like something ridiculous, like a rooster alarm.
A box of crayons?
Oh, yeah.
No one is getting a kitten in the box. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh.
No one's getting a kitten in the mail.
Karen doesn't care about answering again.
Just don't send it through the post office. It'll never get there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Cannot go through the post office. I mean,
I ordered a set of 15-pound and a set of 20-pound weights that were guaranteed delivery on Monday. They last checked in on April 17th, and they've not been seen again.
Oh, no.
I ordered a new pair of Converse sneakers. I don't know if a lot of you know this about me. I own an absurd amount of Converse shoes.
Mm.
It's absurd. It's not even okay now. It's like I should be seeing somebody about it. It's probably an actual problem I need to take medication for.
You think there's maybe a group or something?
All-Stars, are they at least Converse All-Stars like Chuck?
Hold on.
I need.
Oh, Lord. Ah,
Oh, Mordecai, who also lives with the shoes. Mordecai is married to Nico and
Yeah.
her shoes.
so to follow up on that,
Luckily, she only has 2 hands, so she can only bring so many.
I'm not gonna bring them all. I'm just gonna bring the new ones. So these are probably the most Nico shoes that I own now.
Oh, my God, they're
Oh.
awesome.
Unicorn All-Stars.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. I respect
And
that.
they're satiny.
Bye, Trey.
See ya, Trey.
See ya, Trey.
Bye, Trey.
Run, Trey.
Hey, Trey.
Run, Trey.
Yes.
Trey, you need to come over for a fire soon. I guarantee you don't have corona, so let's come over.
I mean, I could have corona. I don't know. When I gave my notice at my job, somebody came in for a hug without permission, who I don't even like, who had been mentally abusing me for the past 3 months, and then came in for a hug. I haven't even hugged my own fucking mother in like a year. And like people I really, really care about, like my neighbor and some other
The
people.
last time I hugged
I would
somebody-
have loved to hug recently. I have to fist bump because of this fucking COVID, and this lady just came in for a hug. That's it.
The last time somebody hugged me that I don't like, I ended up with lice.
That's what I'm saying. I could have the COVID right now. I don't know because she hugged me.
So, Nico, I never got to hear about your new job.
Oh,
Well-
you got the job, Nico?
Well, hold on a second. Let's finish up here and release all of the other folks because we've got Septic and
Sorry,
stuff
Septic.
happening.
Sorry, Trey.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this up.
Join the chat, man.
Yeah, you can definitely come into the chat if you want to. We'll be jumping off the stream, so if you don't want to be on the stream, that's perfectly fine. Wait until
Sorry, Shaggy.
we turn off and you can jump in. So I just wanted to say the thing that we're talking about in the
One
group.
wheel of shots before you go.
Sure, Wheel of Fate, Wheel of Shots. Let's do it.
He's just trying to get to the end of this.
All right.
He's trying desperately, and you fuckers won't let him.
No.
That's what you get.
All right, so I just wanted to say that the conversation we're having is should we have a time like a time limit in terms of being able to win? So if you guys have an opinion on that, like for instance, only being allowed to win once a month, because that'll give more people opportunities, for instance. So jump on another Wasted group on Facebook to talk about that. So everybody, every other day we're here 7 o'clock doing trivia, assuming we have enough people. So please subscribe, follow, turn on notifications so you know when we're going live. If we change anything up schedule wise, we'll put that up on social media. So follow us at A Wasted Hour on Twitter and Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, don't forget to check out the podcast, Another Wasted Hour. Anywhere you can get podcasts, go check that out. Subscribe, give us a review, stars. We'd appreciate it. That is it. So until 7 o'clock on Sunday, everybody on the stream there, have a good night. If you want to join the after party, feel free to jump into the Zoom channel once this is over, and you won't be broadcast anywhere. All right. So that's it. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, do all the things you need to in order to do that. And also shout out to all of the people who have been essential workers. Till 7 o'clock on Sunday. Good night, everybody.
Bye.